Hello everyone and welcome back to twitch.tv/games with Nick. So on Sundays we're gonna be spending the next probably couple months going through these 8. But outside of that I kinda, feel like streaming a little on Wednesday, Thursdays, and probably Mondays potentially too. Um so let's just get a little into Syberia. I kind of want to, mix things up outside of our long RPG night. So here it is. Classic game. Haven't played it in years, but I remember it being very enjoyable. So let's see what it looks like. Just as a heads up, depictions of developmental issues in this game, not great. We'll get to it as we read through some of the documents. But yeah, for now, let's hit the new game. I think I've had this game in the back of my mind because Benoit Sakal, the main writer slash author slash designer of it, really died. This is probably his best work. Sequels never really lived up to it. It's a very sad funeral when there isn't a single living being attending it. Like, good lord. Just the imagination for this game is fantastic. Let's see what we have. Have some documents that we can take or consult. Dialogue notebook. Things we can ask. Cell phone. Let's talk to a few people. Let us actually
You have
talk.
reached Martin and Lawmont Associates. We're sorry, but all our lines are busy. Please call back later.
How about if I call my mom? They just don't want me to talk to people. Alright, I get it, I get it. Welcome to Vladiland, the world capital of mechanical toys. Let yourself be transported by the magnificent landscape surrounding Valley Lane. Small charming town tucked away in the Alps, and by Warburg Manufacturing. Exceptional summer fare, specialist world of luxury mechanical toys and automatons, is at the root of Vladiland's reputation around the world. For 800 years, the Warburg family has passed its knowledge from generation to generation, perfecting the art of that particular branch of clockmaking that breathes life into the complex network of cogs and spindles that make up automaton. Its creative wonders once defied belief and drew the admiration of young and old alike. People would come from across Europe for a chance to vie for the right to own one of these fantastic toys. An equal sour fare. At the heart of a mechanical automaton is its motor. Series of spindles are set in motion to music via a set of cogs. Next to the spindles are cams that are shaped in the image of the music. Turn to command a series of rods, which control the gestures of the toy at the hips. Automaton construction takes place in 3 stages: modeling, mechanics, and casing. The process requires the participation of 20 different specialized trades. In its heyday, the Warburg factory employed over 100 craftsmen: mechanics, watchmakers, sculptors, tailors, and dressmakers, working in separate workshops. Warburg automatons all have 2 distinguishing features in common: their high precision mechanism and the characteristic Warburg wind-up key. Devising and assembling each model is a meticulous process. Standard toys are constructed from local wood, while the most sophisticated ones use more precious resources, such as ebony imported from Madagascar. Despite competition from Asia, Warburgs never give in to the temptation of electrical robots, just to continue their exploration of the mysteries of perpetual mechanics. The Vorarlbergs have come a long way from their simple jointed puppets of yesteryear. Today, their creations are still lifelike. One has the impression that they can think for themselves. The first signs of puppet manufacture in Valladolid go back to the 13th century. While there was maybe no definite puppet industry in time, Hermann Vorarlberg's renown was recognized even at the court of the emperor. As you can see here, it says Hermann, King of Prussia, visiting the King of Prussia, and showing an example of mechanical puppets. And then my Latin is a little too rusty to translate the final thing. But it says, the artisan Hermann Vorarlberg and servant presenting his puppets to the emperor. It was not until the 17th century that Charles Warburg founded the Warburg Mechanical Toy and Puppet Factory, and industrial activity in the valley really took off. The reputation of Valladolid and its famous toys then just kept growing and growing. Here we have Charles Warburg, one of his creation. A large part of production was devoted to producing theatrical puppets at the time. The turn of the 20th century was Valladolid's golden age, as expressed in the factory's impressive architecture and the main houses of the town. The Warburg reputation crossed the oceans, dispatching its fine precision mechanism across the globe to delighted buyers who began to believe that Warburg automatons had Earl of Warburg managed the business during the glory years of the Warburg. Since the end of the Second World War, the destiny of the factory has been in the hands of Rudolf's daughter, Anna of Warburg, the last and sole descendant of the prestigious line of crafts. This inspiring figure negotiated the business through the end of the war. He breathed new life into production by creating works of art to appeal to experts and enthusiasts alike. Warburg automatons became rare collector's items with highly innovative mechanisms of unequaled ingeniousness even.
I really don't have the strength to take this suitcase any further. I wonder who can help me. Hi there. Hey, hi there. What are you doing? Can I see?
No, too difficult. Momo's work very difficult.
So, your name's Momo. I'm Kate.
Momo do like Hans. He draw.
Hans?
Don't disturb Momo. Momo work difficult.
Will you show me your drawing?
No, not finished. Go away.
Like I said, you need a representation of developmental issues. Not great.
I've just arrived. My case is a little heavy. Can you help me take it up to the room?
Momo strong. Very strong. But no time. Momo very busy.
I
All right.
guess I'll let you continue working.
Let's see. Back here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Hi there.
Hello there, ma'am.
I would like a room. My company should have made a reservation in the name of Walker. The company is Marson and Lormont Associates. The name is Kate Walker.
Of course, Miss Walker. You are in room 6 on the next floor up.
Thank you. Could you possibly take my luggage up, please?
Please do excuse me, Miss Walker. We have been neglecting our duties. Guests are so rare these days that we forget our manners. So you're the American woman? Is it true what people say, that you've come to buy the factory?
Not factory. Anna's house. Hans' house.
Excuse me?
Would you quiet down, you mischievous little boy? Ah. I imagine our little town must disappoint you. You see, today is very sad for us. It's a day of mourning. Today is the funeral of Mizana.
Momo sad, but Hans not dead. Hans long way away. Anna told Momo. Anna liked Momo very much.
That's enough, Momo. Stop pestering the lady. Now go on, scram. Get out of here, you hear? What was I saying? Oh, yes, Miss Anna. Such a great loss for Valadilene, it really is. Because now that she's dead, the factory will close. But you're here to stop that happening, aren't you? Our future is in your hands, Miss Walker.
What? Anna Warburg is dead?
Well, that definitely throws a hamper on the sale that we're doing, huh?
Here's your room. I hope you like it, Miss Walker. I'll leave you to rest for the time being. You must have a lot of work to do. You know, the takeover of the factory is very good news for us here. It would make us very happy to see life return to our valley. If only you had seen Valadilene before. It was delightful. People came from all over the world to buy Warburg automatons. Ah, somebody has left you some mail, I see. Remember, if you need anything at all, we're not far away, Miss Walker.
Alright.
I don't need that for the time being.
Yeah, apparently. It is not somebody who opens their luggage the moment they get to their room. Fair enough. Facts! Remember those? You old enough to remember these? April 17, 2002. Dear Kate, our client, Universal Toy Company, is more than eager to see conclusions from the talks with Warburg Manufacturing with a view to a takeover in the days to come. We have received notification to this effect. We are counting on your undoubted qualities as a business lawyer to bring negotiation with Madame Anna Warburg, the current owner, to a close. Allow me to remind you that the Universal Toy Company is a multinational which has a monopoly on the toy market. Doesn't seem healthy. It is a Class A priority client who is also presenting Madame Vorarlberg with a golden opportunity to sell her factory. You should remind her of this fact in case she starts having last-minute second thoughts about signing the purchase. I am under no doubt that she will live up to the great expectations I have in you, Edward Marson.
I should tell Marson about the death of Miss Vorarlberg. I hope this isn't going to get too complicated. I can't see myself staying here too long.
Right, that's when we pull out our phone, call the office.
Marson and Lormont, how can I help you?
Can you put me through to Mr. Marson, please? It's Kate Walker.
Hold the line, please.
Hello, Kate. So tell me, how's the case going?
I've just got to Valadilene, and there's a slight problem, Mr. Marson, I'm afraid. Mrs. Vorarlberg is dead.
Ah, that's most unfortunate. But I seem to remember we made provisions for just such a sad eventuality, and we know that there was no heir.
Yes, that's right, but...
So where's the problem, Kate? Contact the notary right away. I'll get my secretary to fax you his address and an introduction letter from the firm.
Very good, Mr. Marson.
Right, I gotta go, Kate. Keep me up to date, okay?
I just...
Sweet. Love it. Seems like a fantastic work situation you got there, Kate. Nothing?
I don't need that for the time being.
Can I enter the bathroom?
No need to go down there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
Alright, so we're gonna have to do some chat.
A fax didn't arrive for me, did it?
Maybe. I thought I heard the phone ring.
Do you think you might want to go and check?
Certainly, ma'am. Immediately.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that he had the phone at his knees. And it was just like, yeah, I don't know if fax got here or something. Okay, so this is from Marson to the notary. Dear Maître Altfolter, as you're not aware, our practice is charged with undertaking negotiation for the takeover of the Vorarlberg manufacturing by our client, the toy company. It is with great sadness that we learn of the recent death of the manager and owner of the factory, Madame Vorarlberg, with whom negotiation has started. We are under no doubt that Madame Vorarlberg left you with instructions before her death, enabling the sale to be concluded. To remind you of the significant boost the arrival of the American multinational will bring to the economy of Europe. It is for this reason that I am sure you will give a representative, Miss Kate Walker, a warm welcome.
Thank you.
At your service.
Let's see what else.
The young boy who was here earlier talked about, Hans. Who is Hans?
Momo was talking about Hans Vorarlberg, Anna's younger brother. But he died a long time ago. Nobody here even met him.
Who is the boy who was drawing here earlier? Is he your son?
Heaven forbid. No, not at all. He's not a
Like I
bad
said,
boy. No.
Not great about
Just a little
talking
simple,
about
that's
developmental issues and
What is
sort.
his connection with Anna Vorarlberg?
Momo is what you'd call the village idiot,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Anna took him under her wing. He must have reminded her of her younger brother, no doubt. And birds of a feather stick together, don't they?
You're implying that Anna Vorarlberg was a little bit slow as well?
Heaven forbid. No, not at all. She was a real loner. She kept to herself, that's all.
I just love all these little mechanical robots. I've noticed there are tons of them here in Valadilen.
Be careful what you say. Vorarlberg automatons are not robots. If you want people to like you here, never ever pronounce the word robot.
Okay. What is the difference between an automaton and a robot, then?
Well, to tell you the truth, no one really knows.
Did you know Anna Vorarlberg yourself?
Oh, why, of course I did. I mean, well, not really. She was a very great lady. We loved her very much. May she rest in peace.
I think that's
Hello,
probably it.
my name is Kate Walker, and
Of course. Walker, room 6, next floor up.
could you tell me where I can find a notary here in Valadilen by the name of Altfolter?
We only have one notary here, and his house is easy to recognize. You can't miss it.
Yeah, we've talked about everything.
I'm gonna go look around Valadilen. See you later.
As you like, miss.
Yeah, this, I should go back here. Get. like we missed a scene. Remember Momo being upset and throwing on the ground. Alright. Welcome to beautiful Valid Land.
No need to go down there.
I don't know, I was just checking. Oh. See it down here.
Good morning. Are you open? Can I buy something from your bakery?
No, afraid not. Not possible. We're closed.
I can wait a while.
You can wait, but we're closed all day. Day of mourning.
I'm sorry. Please accept my condolences.
Don't worry about it. Because of Madame Warburg's death, all the shops are closed. Mayor's decision. Try tomorrow.
Tomorrow I won't be here. That's a pity.
Okay, well, the other shops are closed, so let's keep moving. Moving. There's a newspaper here. Mourning the loss of the Queen of our Hearts. Let us pay homage today to Anna Warburg, who died peacefully yesterday at the age of 86. The great lady devoted her life to her business and our community. This formidable woman had an extraordinary energy, a force that allowed our automaton technology to develop and to make our valley continue proud. Her vitality was matched by her generosity and goodness. It has marked all of Valadilane's anatomy. The mayor of our town has declared that today would be a day of collective mourning in honor of Madame Warburg. Her funeral will take place this morning at 10 a.m. in the parish church, officiated by the town's own priest. Editorial. Anna Warburg's death marks the end of an era in Valadiland. Madame Warburg was an outstanding woman who presided over Warburg manufacturing for more than 50 years. Her death seems to bring further loss in its wake, sounding the death knell of our automaton factory, the economic heart of our town. It is impossible to view her passing without concern for the future of our valley. In the last decade, computers, video games, and electronic robots have become predominant in our consumer society, rendering traditional clockwork mechanisms obsolete. The age of the wind-up toy is over. Such technology cannot compete in the modern economic climate and has fallen by the wayside. It would have been definitively consigned to oblivion if Warburg Manufacturing had not upheld its renowned savoir-faire, helping Valladolid to remain economically active. However, today the industry has lost its spiritual force and the future looks bleak. Maybe the time has come to celebrate the prospective American takeover of the factory. But what will be the cost to the soul? Yeah, the rest of the stuff doesn't matter for our setting. Boop.
This thing's jammed.
This shit's pretty cool. Let's go talk to the lawyer. Well, notary.
Hello, sir.
Miss Walker, I presume. Have you had a good journey?
Everything went very smoothly. Thank you.
Do take a seat, Miss Walker, please.
Okay.
I imagine you are aware of the business that brings me here.
Of course, I was waiting for you.
Okay.
I am the legal representative for the Universal Toy Company. I'm responsible for...
So I understood, Miss Walker. Miss Walker, I am afraid that the sale of the Warburg factory is not as straightforward as it first seemed.
Whoa there. Everything was agreed. We'd obtained Anna Vorarlberg's consent, and her death does absolutely nothing to invalidate that. Now, I have to be back in New York the day after tomorrow, Metro Alphoter. My client and I are impatient to seal this deal.
I understand only too well, Miss Walker. There is an heir, Miss Walker.
Excuse me? An heir? But Madame Vorarlberg never married, as far as I know. And in my last conversation with her, she absolutely never mentioned this detail.
Miss Walker, believe me, I was more surprised than you are. Anna Vorarlberg sent me a letter 2 days before she died. Understand, Miss Walker, that had I known about this earlier, I would have informed you. I shall read you the document in my possession. I am so very old. It seems that today life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear that I will not be of this world to sign the takeover contract for my dear factory. So, I must make this confession to you now. My brother Hans is still alive. It would not surprise me if you find this difficult to believe, but it is indeed the truth. You must remember his death, his funeral, too. Even though you were very young at the time, it was but a sordid charade dreamt up by our father. To him, the very idea that his only son should wish to leave Baladilen and abandon the family business was unbearable. When Hans left, he preferred to think him dead and make everybody else believe this too. He obliged me to bear this terrible secret as well. I repeat that Hans is still alive, so when I die, it is he who becomes the sole and rightful heir of our factory.
Okay, I see. If Hans Vorarlberg is not dead after all, then I just have to sign the contracts with him. I suppose you've already contacted him? Where can I reach him?
The second half of the letter informs us that Hans Vorarlberg is somewhere in Syberia. I will leave the document in your hands to read at your leisure.
And she's like, I'm sorry, you mean Russia, Syberia? I have never had the chance to see my dear brother again. Fortunately, though, Hans and I have remained very close in thought. Throughout the years, I have been able to follow his meandering life and sporadically send me news. On occasion, he would write me letters, but they were rare, as my brother, since his unfortunate accident, has maintained a phobia for the written word. However, he has sent me several plans of automatons that I eagerly had made up at the time, and I will admit that they have largely contributed to the success of Warburg. Hans has always had a marvelous gift of breathing life into objects through clever combinations of cogwheels and springs. My little brother is a genius, in the sense of the word. Let us return to the matter in hand. Rest assured of my personal conviction that my brother will not object in the slightest to the sale of the factory. If I have already passed away when you come to read the letter, it is to him that the matter should be addressed. I received his last letter 6 months ago, posted from the north of Syberia. I regret to say that I have received no more recently. I am aware of the difficult situation in which my confession and lack of further details lead, but I wish to die with a clear conscience. I would be grateful, dear Maître Voltaire, if you could inform the American law firm with whom I have been dealing of these things. I have grown so old, so tired. All my respect and final greetings.
Anna Vorarlberg had no further information to add?
Unfortunately not, Miss Walker. I have told you as much as I know. The situation, in legal terms, is now clear. If you want to conclude this sale, you have to find Hans Vorarlberg. Apparently, there is a body lying in the town cemetery. There also seems to be some ghost wandering around Syberia. It seems you have your work cut out for you. Believe me, Miss Walker, when I say that I am most sorry for this regrettable setback. Most sorry.
Great. What now, then?
Perhaps you will find out more in the Vorarlberg factory archives. You will find the key in the waiting room. My role in this affair finishes here with the reading of this letter. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must rest. You see, my health is not excellent at the moment, and my doctor forbids me from working for too long. I will not detain you for any longer, Miss Walker. Do not forget to close the door as you go out.
Goodbye, sir.
This was extremely not helpful. Alright, yeah. Not a way that I can go, I assume.
No need to go down there.
Because that's his bathroom. Yay! Where is he? Ah, no. This is the key. Alright, so. Call our boss.
You have reached Martin and Walmart Associates.
Apparently not. Right? I'm trying to jog my memory. The graveyard is all the opposite way. The factory is halfway through the right. Then we have this area. Moments close. I hope I remember this game well enough to not get stuck that often. Oh, also, I should remember that this is before autosaves existed. Not that you can, die or anything. This is not one of those adventures, but...
Hello?
Kate?
Dan, I'm so pleased to hear your voice.
How are you, honey? Did you have a good journey? Have you settled in?
It was long, tiring, damp especially, but I'm okay. Especially when you...
Everything going as planned?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. Everything's so different here.
Actually, while we're on the subject, I managed to free myself up tomorrow lunchtime. I'll come and meet you at the airport. I hope the flight from Paris won't be delayed. We're expected at the Goldbergs about 8 o'clock. I hope you have the time to take a shower and change, my poor honey bun.
Dan, I don't think the Goldbergs tomorrow night is really on.
Don't worry, Kate. You'll be as perfect as ever. Anyway, you never have to wear much to look really great.
Dan, I'm going to have to extend my stay here. There's one or two complications. You understand?
Kate, honey, what are you talking about? It's only a measly toy factory.
The sale isn't going through as expected. I've got to stay a bit longer. Dan, you don't mind, do you?
But Katie, you can't do this to me. I mean, it's the Goldberg contract. There's millions of dollars on the line here.
I know, I'm sorry. You go ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll get back as soon as I can, I promise. Okay, I've got to go. I'll call you back soon. Love you, honey.
God. Sounds like a very healthy relationship. Really a fantastic dialogue between two people. Where Dan definitely listens to Kate and cares about her career. And he's not totally a finance bro. Live and laugh in the Big Apple. Check.
Hello.
Kate, so what's new?
We've got a problem, Mr. Marson.
What problem? Come on, Kate, don't beat around the bush.
There's maybe an heir.
What?
Hans, Anna Vorarlberg's brother. Looks like he's still alive. We can't buy the factory without his consent.
What? What is this? Where's this mystery brother come from? And more to the point, where is he? What did the notary say?
Nothing. I mean, nothing else. You know, sir, it's an odd town here. Everything's odd. The people, things. The situation's not straightforward. I have a small bit of research to do.
Listen to me, Kate. Universal Toys is one of our biggest clients, and I don't care how weird that town is. All that matters is that you do not set foot back in New York before you've tied up the deal. Get the picture?
Yes, Mr. Marson. You can count on me. Darn it!
Boy, this, really sounds like a career you want, huh? Great time! This is the Warburg
I can't go that way.
burial site. Now remember that I gotta do that first. Sure. Oh, I hate when there's the little animation things. Ooh. Oh, hey. I mean, it's not much of a puzzle when there's only one place where all the cogs can go. Oh, that's a fucking cool elevator. Okay. Okay, so we need something before we can come back here. I think I remember where that something is. Back down. Architecture is... Oh. There's something.
I can't open it.
Key there.
This thing's jammed.
Yep, everything locked. Sorry, Jesus. Weird looking Jesus. Jesus is not strong enough to hide your key. Right? Ooh. To my successor, the Vladilin Parish Priest. The sanctity of confession is a sacred vow. These revelations are the result of much soul-searching and reflection. One day in March 1938, Rudolf Vorarlberg knocked at my door. I was a young priest then and was overawed by the dominant personality of the town's most important figure. I remember it was raining that day. Beneath his dripping hair, Monsieur Vorarlberg's face was the very expression of eternal pain itself. Through gritted teeth, eyes swimming with grief, he announced that his son Hans had just died. He wanted me to come immediately to bless the body. I entered the dark drawing room at the family home. Hans's coffin was set in the middle, sealed shut. Monsieur Warburg explained to me that he wanted no one to see the body of his son. Hans's badly mangled corpse had been discovered at the bottom of a precipice. It was presumed that he had slipped and fallen badly. Despite his 18 years of age, the young Vorarlberg did not have all his faculties. I believed him. I led the funeral and officiated the mass and burial. We buried Hans Vorarlberg with all the dignity and solemnity befitting such a tragedy. Life indeed hangs by a thread, and I would have surely forgotten this episode only several years later, after her father's death. Anna Vorarlberg had an accident in the factory and nearly died. Such a close call with death seemed to awaken her need to confess. What I heard that day would haunt my dreams thereafter. She told me that the body of her younger brother Hans was not at rest in the family tomb, for the simple reason that he was still. I had blessed and sanctified an empty coffin. I had assisted and sanctioned a masquerade staged by Rudolf Warburg himself to exorcise the blind hatred he felt for his son. His son had left, and he felt betrayed. A man who preferred to believe and make others believe his son was dead, rather than accept this truth, had shamefully deceived me. What kind of priest was I? What kind of priest would I become? Our merciful Father alone will be my judge. It is my duty to inform you that one of your flock is still unaccounted for. I leave this terrible secret in your hands to Leon Baudard. Alright, so we got a handful of punch cards. Actually entered the proper tree.
No point. It's locked.
Right. By the way, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to run this game. Like, I had to switch my monitor resolution to 1080p. Otherwise, the game believes that the resolution is fake and is not supported. Ugh. Alright. Let's try to one at a time. I don't get to purple? Hey, score! We got it in one.
I no longer need these punch cards.
Oh man, I was curious to see which other bell melodies we could make. What's this way? Seems like a dead end. I don't really remember. Else, it's kind of weird that we just have green with no purpose. It's important to do this bit because you really need this Warburg key. Get access to other stuff too if I'm not. Well, maybe not, because it's keeping it. Never mind. Warburg. This is only okay because we know that there is no body in it, okay? Not cool otherwise. Mountain Fall kills local figure. The Warburg family was struck by tragedy yesterday. Rudolf Warburg discovered the lifeless body of his son Hans at the bottom of a precipice. Loose rocks and poor visibility occasioned by the morning mist were probably the cause of the young man's fall. This is the theory put forward by the family, as there were no witnesses. Hans had just turned 18 years of age. 8 years ago, he suffered a similar serious accident from which he never fully recovered the full use of his mental faculty. Despite living almost as a recluse, he was still a well-known figure. The future of Warburg manufacturing lay in his hands. We at the Valladolid Gazette wish to extend our deepest sympathy to his family, express our sincere condolences to Rudolf Warburg and his daughter Anna. They become the sole inheritor of the TomTom factory. Okay. Now here. I really like this game. Again, I haven't played it but I remember it being a really fun game. But I have to admit that I really like it while we're in France. And then we change scenarios, change maps, and I like it a little less. Like, I think there's a lot of backtracking and some really pixel hunting spots that you have to click on that make the second region not as fun. Ooh, what are you gonna say to me? Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please sit yourself down next to me so we can enjoy the air together.
It would be a pleasure, but I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
I hope so, miss. I remember when these streets were full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valladolid is not what it used to be.
It looks like things have changed a bit around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living, don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Warburg factory that they'll find jobs. Being excluded from the world is not an easy burden to bear, believe you me, miss.
But it's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer. Good day to you.
What a nice old man. It is almost time to hit the factory, but before we do, again, I want to see if that area on the left is now available. Doesn't look like it yet. For what trigger zone? Guess we'll figure it out eventually. Right? Oh. This guy. Okay, and actually this is a good spot for calling it, because I have my D&D game night in half an hour, so excited for that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and make a save. Got some nice progress in this small town of Valadilan. Yeah, so thank you for watching. So as you can see at the bottom left of the stream, I'm starting to experiment with some, having different levels in my stream. Figured I should probably put my links somewhere on the page. Hopefully they'll look nicer on. But yeah, you can find me, as you can see, at twitch.tv/gameswithnick and youtube.com/gameswithnick. I might come back tomorrow. I will definitely come back on Sunday afternoon for some fun RPG night. If I come back tomorrow, we might stream some more Syberia, so excited for that. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and in the meantime, take care.